Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. The reason we've started this game as we have with the game Frozen is because it started without any countdown at all. So just introducing, we've got hossballs in the Bishop and he's on the south spawn of Widepark. Game on. Okay, well, 3 marks of excellence on the barrel. Surprisingly, hossballs only has 18,000 games in the Bishop. Yes, I know that sounds a lot, but wait till you hear this. The guy on the opposite team, who's also in a Bishop, has got 48,000 games in the Bishop. Yes, and he hasn't got 3 marks of excellence. Yes, he's making do with just 2 marks at the moment. Okay, well, Widepark is well suited to the Bishop because, of course, the Bishop does have a very high trajectory, which means it can do things like that. And he just hit a Panzer IV Schmalten, who was hiding behind the bridge, but he has to now seek the comfort of that embankment, otherwise he's going to get hit. And the P-43 just took a massive swipe for 169. Now that T-34-85 over there, he's also going to take a hit now, because he is sitting up on that ridgeline, on that railway track rather, shooting at our teammates, and you can't do that if there's a Bishop in the game, because that sort of thing's going to happen. Now, it's a little more difficult for hossballs to normally pull back when he shoots on this map, simply because he can't pull back that far. And he just got another direct hit on that T-34-85, who hasn't moved from his current position, and so we're firing into him blind. And he's got another hit. So it looks like that guy is taking a huge amount of damage. And, well, he could be out of the game if he gets hit again. And he is! And that's the end of his game. Well, the AMX seems more than a little eager. He's just crossed the railway line. But here we've got enemy tanks lining up to be hit. The first one hits nearby the Excelsior, doesn't get a direct hit. But if he carries on like this, these guys are going to take a pounding. Rounds out the box tank. 135 from that one, and he got some damage on the track. So he's getting damage assist. He's going for the box tank again. And he wipes him out. With that round, he takes down his 2nd kill of the game. Next one, well, that was, I think there was a hit there, but he didn't do any damage, but he did damage and kill the P-43. That's the tank he fired at earlier, and now he's got 3 kills. Now, one of the enemy tanks is a Fifi, an enemy Arty, just about to take a direct hit. Oh, big hit, 173. He's only got 1 hit point left. Yes, that's more gaming effectively saying, don't worry, we'll keep you in the game if you get hit. Not anymore, you don't. He's out the game, and that's 4 kills now for hossballs. Now you can see why hossballs loves the Bishop. There's so many opportunities to get accurate shots on the enemy. It's a 4.5-inch howitzer capable of doing 450 alpha. It's the same gun that you'll find on the FP304. Very accurate. It's also on the Crusader 5.5, which is the stock gun. Now, he's got 28 millimeters of pen, but he does have a very fast reload, 12.37 seconds by the book. But hossballs has got that down. In fact, we'll be able to see very shortly exactly what he's got. He's loaded. 9.67 seconds. He's not 3 seconds off the reload. Okay, well, we're one up on the enemy at the moment. We still haven't found our opposite number in the other bishop, but we know he's around somewhere. Okay, there's the Excalibur. Get a shot into him. Just misses him, but the Excalibur goes down, and we're still one up on the enemy, but we're rapidly running out of targets to fire at. Now, that bishop has to be fairly close to the center line, otherwise he wouldn't be able to get shots on our guys. We're just trying to look for where he might be. Oh, there's the Arty tracer. So it means he's definitely over in the A line and somewhere over by either A8 or A9, I would think. Firing that far away. Now, AMX CLC still in the game as well. If he's got the 90mm gun, he will be dangerous. Rounds out the Excelsior. Just missed it. Came in front of him. Okay. I think hossballs is a little too close to the buildings he's hiding next to. He's got a red line. Yes, I don't think he realised that. It's that building there is actually causing the trouble, but when he pulls back, he's actually going to make himself more visible. Okay, we still don't know. There's the ELC. He's stopped on top of the railway line. Oh, that one zipped over his head. And the ELC lives to fight another day. Go for the Excelsior again. This time round, we do hit him in the tracks, and he has been tracked. He's still there. Going to try another shot. Wait for the reload. Fires it in, but unfortunately, Excelsior managed to fix his tracks and get moving before the next shell arrived. And now we're getting worried because the enemy have got more kills than we've got. It's 10 versus 12 now. They're 2 up on us, and you can see hossballs has actually had to retreat behind that building to get some cover, and he's got a KV-1 to the east of him fighting a VK-3002M. We're lined up on the rear of that KV-1. If he backs up, yes, takes a round in his rear, and he's been tracked. And there's the kill shot from the VK. So now it's 3 versus 3. Unfortunately, the enemy still got that AMX CLC, and what we've got on our team is hossballs and his bishop and 2 VK-3002Ms. Well, that's the Panther precursor. We've got slightly more hit points than the enemy's got. They've got their Panzer IV Schmalten, an AMX CLC. Of course, he could have the 90mm gun, and also they've got a bishop, and as I said, that guy's got 48,000 games in the bishop. Okay, we got 1 hit on the Panzer Schmalten. We get another one. Waiting for the reload. Yes, he does get another hit for 130, which keeps him tracked, unless, of course, he burns his repair kit. Can we get another one in? And there goes the kill. We're loaded, or are we? No, we're still loading. We did fire that round in, and the ELC is actually behind us now. We managed to get around. Of course, the buildings were covering us at that moment. So there's only 2 left on our team, only 2 on the enemy team. We did lose one of the VKs. Now he's trying to seek cover. He knows that player. They've played each other enough times. Okay, well, he's trying to get away. The VK is trying to get into a position where he can shoot at the AMX. We lost sight of him. And we still don't know where the enemy bishop is, but we know who it is. And we know he's a good player. I mean, even if he only has 2 marks of excellence, he's still a good player. Okay, well, hossballs decided he needed to retreat, and he's decided to go back around the way he came. He's seeking the cover of these buildings. The railway station is probably a good place to be. Unfortunately, he's stopped. He's hidden in the bush. He has been spotted. He needs to move. If that bishop fires on him at any moment, he could be in trouble. Whilst he's alongside these buildings, he's safe briefly, so long as the enemy doesn't get to a position 90 degrees to the buildings. And I hear another vehicle coming in. It's the ELC. He's behind us. Oh! And now he needs to back up against the wall of that building. and turn to face the enemy. Unfortunately, he doesn't do that. And the ELC, well, he's got the 90mm gun. He does get taken out by the VK, but the VK gets taken out by the other enemy Bishop. Oh no! So it's gone down to Bishop versus Bishop. And there's the enemy Bishop. We know where he is. He's firing in at us. Now the question is, who's going to be quicker on the draw when they finally do meet? If you like Bishop gameplay, this is perfect. Two Bishops fighting it out for the game. They only built 149 of these. And after the war, they were all, well, most of them were given to Turkey. It's based on the Valentine II hull with a 25-pounder in the casement, but in the game, they've actually given it the 4.5-inch howitzer. Okay, he's stopped on this corner to try and ambush that Bishop. The question is, where is he? We don't know. He was down near that big white building near the bridge. That's where he was located. And there he is! Oh, we get one big hit into him. Is he going to turn and shoot at us? Well, we've only got a few hit points. And we've been tracked by the Bishop. Is he going to get himself moving? Okay, let's fix this track. Unfortunately, he's burned his repair kit to do it. But we now know where the enemy Bishop is, and he's lining us up for a shotgun the moment we come around that corner. And it looks like hossballs is trying to back up so he can side scrape and fire around him. That's probably not advisable. And the enemy Bishop must be doing exactly the same as him, using the third-person perspective to try and get a shot. Now he's going to try... No, he's decided to back off. Hossballs is backing off, disengaging, so that then they get another chance to get a first shot at each other. Unfortunately, hossballs is a one-shot for the enemy, whilst the enemy, well, he'd have to get a penetrating shot directly into the casement to make it work. It looks like the enemy has backed away. No, he's sitting in that corner, waiting for us to go past, daring us to come around the corner and deal with him. And hossballs does like playing in this manner where he's actually in a third-dimensional, third-person view. That trolley car is actually in the way now. If he fires, though, to get rid of the trolley car, he will have to reload, and he didn't destroy it. And that gives the enemy Bishop a chance to come around the corner. And now he's chasing us. I would at this point say it's chasey, chasey, kissy, kissy, bangy, bangy, or ring around the roses, but yes, this is deadly. This is for the game. And they're chasing each other. I know some people would say it's like two old people engaging in, well, something rather slow that takes ages to do. But this is very funny. Oh, no, watch out! He's made a mistake. He backed up there where his gun was pointing upwards. He couldn't get the gun down. When you go over the rubble like that and it's the rise is against you, he couldn't depress the gun to bring it on the Bishop, but the Bishop could do the same, could bring the gun to bear on him, but he didn't fire. If he had fired, that would have given the hossballs the opportunity to push forward, get one round into the enemy, and possibly drive straight past him before he could reload. 2-minute warning. We haven't had this for a long while in Arty, but it does happen every now and then. Arty, you get a battle where there's two Arty fighting it out for the end of the game. Everyone else is resting them. Well, they're biting their nails, wondering what's going to happen next. There he is. Okay, can we get one shot in? We line up. Oh, we missed it. And he's trying to back up in time.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
Oh, dear me. I think he got bitten. Well, many thanks for hossballs for sending in this replay. I'm afraid it was a defeat, but he did get an ace tanker out of that game, as well as getting a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 23 in that one, and he got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall, and his win rate was 10,558, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at the team scores and see where everyone stood. Well, he definitely got the highest damage in the game with 2,156 hit points. The next highest scorer happened to be, yes, his opposite number, Shoots Ash, who managed 1,775 hit points, followed by the Panzer IV Schmalten, who managed 1,717. When it came to kills, though, it actually was the Excalibur on the enemy team who did the best. He got 5 kills out of that game. 4 kills went to hossballs and to the Shoots Ash in the enemy Bishop. And 3 kills went to one of the VK3002Ms. Yes, they were both in platoon, those guys. And also to the AMX ELC Biz on the enemy team, who actually managed to get an All-X medal for killing 2 or more enemy tanks or tank destroyers in the light tank in that battle, at least 1 tier higher than himself. When it came to base XP, yes, I'm afraid the enemy team comes out on top here. It's the Panzer IV Schmalten who did the best with 915. Then we've got Shoots Ash and his Bishop, who managed 814. And then the Excalibur with 812, with the ELC getting 673 just behind him. And after that, just a short distance behind him is hossballs with 664. So there wasn't much in it for the guys at the top of the tree. So let's have a look. The KV1 on our team also got a Confederate, so he was very busy, but he didn't get any kills out of that game. Let's go to just have a quick check and see what Shoots Ash managed. His win rate was 6,480 from that one, so obviously hossballs scored better because he was hitting more of the enemy, but Shoots Ash got the game in the end. We can see that hossballs fired 28 rounds. He got 17 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration shot. I think we can probably have a quick look to see which one he penetrated. Was it the enemy Arty? Yes, it was. 174 from a penetration on the Fifi on the enemy team. He also got 20 splashes in the game, 2,156 hit points, of which 1,543 were more than 300 meters. So you can see a fair bit of damage was done at close range. He did receive 3 hits. 1 was a penetrating shot. That was from the AMX CLC. And 2 hits by way of splash damage. That came from his opposite number in the Bishop. He also spotted 1 enemy vehicle. That would have been the enemy Bishop. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged. 4 were killed. And 374 hit points of damage assistance when he actually damaged the tracks on those tanks and they were hit. He earned 35,684 credits for the battle on a premium count. 4,536 credits for courageous resistance for getting a battle hero medal in a losing or drawn game, 40,220 credits altogether, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away a profit of 11,098 credits altogether. 996 XP for the battle, 556 for courageous resistance, took away 1,552 experience points altogether. So I suppose in the end it all came down to that last second shot that hossballs fired, and he missed the enemy Bishop by, well, it just shot straight past the front of his vehicle. And the enemy Bishop with more experience in the game, I suppose more experience in the Bishop rather, because he's got 48,000 games in it, just turned, lined it up and shot an accurate round directly into hossballs. If he hadn't been so badly damaged by those shots by the ELC earlier in the game, I think he might have survived, but it was a direct hit, and that was it, the end of it. But a great game, and I hope you did appreciate it. hossballs put up a great fight, and in the end, you don't often get a face-off between 2 equally good tanks, good Arty, fighting it out together for the win. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.